So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I demoed the Polygon TR8 hardtail. Now I got that off of Dave, a friend of mine. He had a narrow wide, not a narrow wide, obviously there's a narrow wide, but he had an oval or asymmetrical chainring on it. And I've been asked to test oval chainrings for quite a while, give my impressions. A lot of people like them. A lot of people have put them on, like tried them and put them on their bike and then say, you know, I need it on every bike now. So it's quite intrigued to spend some time on one and really see what the story was, because it's obviously making an impact on people. So yeah, first couple of rides, I guess, getting used to it. It's very subtle. It's not a huge difference between a round and an oval chainring, but feel wise, so I'll talk about the other stuff with chain retention and whatever after, but feel wise, okay, but it's like a strong spot and then a dead spot, strong spot, dead spot. So you're going around, you're spinning your circles, whatever. I ride flat pedals. People say you can't spin circles on flat pedals. It's nonsense. If you want to pedal efficiently up hills, you more or less spin circles. You're not just mashing all the time. So we're out here with the trail dogs. Oh, he said, come over here. Yeah, so it always felt like there was a strong spot, dead spot, strong spot, dead spot. So pedaling up the hills, it was okay. It definitely didn't give me more of anything. It just made the pedaling stroke feel much less consistent, I guess. It feels more inconsistent. So I'm going, it's really hard for me to quantify what I felt, but I didn't really like it. I didn't like the bob. It almost feels like there's a bob there. That's what it feels like. Being a hardtail, there's obviously no bob, but it makes the bike feel like it's bobby. And being a hardtail, you go ooh, 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 ooh when you're pedaling through it. So wasn't a big fan of it. I thought, yeah, it's all right. I guess people like it. It would definitely counteract the negative effects of a longer crank, which is, quite often, in my opinion anyway, creating issues in the knees, because as you're coming up through your stroke, you're coming further than you really should be, and you're having to go down quite a fair way as well. So that maybe may not make sense, but I don't think coming too far up with your knee is very good for your knee health at all. So shorter cranks solves that problem. You keep your muscle, your quads and whatnot in their optimal range of motion, I guess, which can be detrimental as well. You should really be using your muscles in full range of motion in training, in gym and whatnot. Generally in life, if you want to feel supple and mobile, you need to put your body through full range of motion. But when it comes to sitting down on the pedals and pedaling, I don't think that full extended range of motion past 90 degrees is good for your knees at all. The narrow wide takes away, the oval chainring takes away a lot of the load at that weakest point of your muscle contraction, which is kind of what they're doing. But I think also a shorter crank does that. Now, when I got back on my transition with a normal round chainring and had that, fresh in the mind, ready for a direct comparison more or less, it felt way better. It felt more consistent, so the power was going down consistently. So if it was too much effort in one, you just drop a gear, make it an easier gear to climb up a section. But the power is more consistent. It feels like I can put more consistent power on the round chainring. It wasn't no adaptation period going back. It was straight away, this is better, straight away. Chain retention. So keeping your chain on the front cog through real rowdy, rough stuff. If you've got a narrow wide and a chain guide, you're having to run that chain guide above the chain. You get really good retention left and right, but nothing above, because you've got to allow for that movement of up and down. And that is quite often where the chain bounces off. So it'll bounce up and then other forces will pull it sideways, and that pulls it through the side of the chain guide, which I've seen, and it may not sound like it happen, that's likely to happen, but it definitely happens. I've seen it, I've had it happen. So Hey, come here. You two. Here. Come here. Jack, come here. Come on. A little bit of a dog running. There's some big dogs over there, so we'll stay away from them. But anyway, oval chainring, I'm not sold. Definitely not sold. I'm not sold on having to run my chain guide less than optimal. I'm not sold on the weak point, heavy point in the pedal stroke, you know, dead spot. And yeah, round just feels better to me. So just my opinion. I know a lot of people love them, so stick to what you love. And yeah, round chain rings for life.